As you wake up this Wednesday, you see a lot of sunshine as I show you this live camera view on the north side of Lincoln, but an active period for showers and thunderstorms really developing through the end of this week. It's really a forecast that, as a meteorologist, it could keep you up at night because each day there could be a couple rounds within the day, and then each day influencing the next day, and each round really having influence on the next round. So kind of seeing what we see persist through the afternoon to influence a potential evening round today. Well, I'll have a moving piece in the bigger picture of thunderstorm chances through the end of this week. Temperatures this morning are in the upper 60s across the area. We're at 68 in Lincoln, some lower 70s, and with recent thunderstorms even passing through, Valentine has bumped up a little bit in the temperatures in the upper 70s, but still a plume of moisture for much of central and eastern Nebraska with dew points in the middle and upper 60s to almost 70 degrees. That still remains at play for a hot and humid day today and tomorrow, with winds that are rather calm here in eastern Nebraska, but still a little bit of the influence from recent thunderstorms in the area of Valentine with a little higher winds, at least a breeze here early this morning as those thunderstorms largely decay. These had a history of being severe as they crossed into Nebraska with some 60-mile-per-hour winds and up to half-dollar size hail, but you can see we've lost out on the core of this storm as it's drifted to the south and east, and it continues to weaken as it moves into Ainsworth and portions of Brown County. There are also some spotty thunderstorms out ahead of that, but you can see with the radar loop, these are quick to kind of form and then fall apart, and then we lose the coverage on radar no matter what storm you pick out one, and it's really been doing a lot of that so far early today. So as we progress throughout the rest of this morning, I think we still could see some of this coverage rather spotty try to hang on into the afternoon. There could be potential for an isolated stronger storm in there too, and if we see that, that's using up some of the energy in the atmosphere for the next round. But the overall risk for severe weather today actually comes with the next round, this evening round starting up late this afternoon and cruising through western Nebraska. Some scattered isolated thunderstorms could be threatening some severe weather up in north central Nebraska before coming together and really pushing out through the night. This would be on a time frame really to arrive again late tonight into the overnight hours, as we've seen many rounds recently before falling apart tomorrow morning. The risk for severe weather is on the lower end for southeast Nebraska, Lincoln on the edge of a marginal risk, and then this does bump up to a slight risk for areas of northwest and north central Nebraska with a little bit more confidence and maybe some scattered storms out that way. The overall risk though and the primary threats would be damaging wind and some hail through this evening and tonight. Temperatures today in the lower 90s, heat index likely in the middle 90s for us today. Heat index tomorrow in the lower 100s, but also tomorrow as we see those peak hot temperatures this week. The risk for severe weather, a slight risk actually expanding across much of western and central Nebraska for tomorrow. And tomorrow the setup would favor all severe weather modes, including isolated tornadoes, damaging wind, and hail. This has shifted a little bit further west, but we're going to be watching for all of that into eastern Nebraska as well. And then more thunderstorm potential on Friday before we cool down with a little less humidity to start out this weekend, Annie, and that'll feel a lot better by Saturday.
So much, Jessica. And new this morning out of Grand Island, a new grant coming to help fight drugs.